What if I always talked in English like this? Or what if I talked in English like this? What is the difference between those different manners of talking? A lot of it has to do with placement. I didn't change anything about my tongue. The only thing I really changed was where I'm projecting from. So today we're going to continue our discussion that we kind of started yesterday talking about placement. And we're going to explore once more. Hello to Quit, by the way. Just want to catch them because I know they have to teach. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show. Wake up, American. We are here Monday through Friday, right around 8 a.m. New York, to make sure that you guys can get in your 5 to 10 minutes of daily pronunciation practice in, because that is what it takes if you are serious about pronunciation. It's about trying to spend in those 5 to 10 minutes of just studying American English, practicing those things. We're here to help you out. When I say we, I mean me. Hello, guys. My name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. That's one of the 4 keys to natural accents, including placement, pitch, breath, and trying to weaken your consonant sounds and strengthen your vowel sounds. See, my connection seems a little bit spotty today, so we're gonna let me know so I can address them in future streams in case the connection is not as stable today as it could be. Some quick hellos. We mentioned Quit. Emmanuel's here. Thanks for being with us. Matilda, we said already. Great to see you as always. Levy is back. Belgium. And Gotchium's here as well. Thank you all for showing up as usual. I know there's others as well. But if you want to say hi, feel free to say hi. So the big thing today is I want to just continue building awareness of what placement is and how it functions. Hello to Jonathan as well. Thanks for stopping by too. And if you're here and you haven't said hi, now it's time. Everyone's saying hi. It's all happening. This is great. Hello to the symbols are not fully coming through, but hello to YouTube Konishizi. I'm sure I butchered that. Sorry. And hello to Bruno. All right. From Brazil. All right. Great to see you. Thanks for being with us. And Levi says the nice things. They say the work is happening for real. You can show off your new English skills. That's great. Yeah. Seriously, I believe in what we teach. I think it's helpful. But the goal for today is we're trying to build up your awareness of placement. What is placement? How does this work? What does this even mean? Placement, again, refers to where are we projecting from when we talk. And so today what we're going to do is we're just going to make some weird noises, and I hope you make them with me. You can just watch me make weird noises. That's fine too. I like this. In Jeff, we trust. Yes. Yes. I am a fan of that. Um, so let's maybe pick a sound to start with. Let's just start with an E sound. Okay, because I need you to understand what it's like when your placement's in different places. Okay. Every language has its own unique placement. American English, as we talked about, is low. So let's start off with maybe a sound that's closer to where your placement might be in your first language. So let's start off with just like E. Can you make that sound for me? Just like E. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send that E sound towards my lips. See if you can do that too. So like E. Do you hear how it shifted? So it's like E. Okay, try not to shift your vowel sound so it shouldn't become like ooh. It's not E ooh or E ah or things like that. It's just going to move forward. Okay. Hello to LF. Levi asks, can you try the French placement? I actually did try the French placement. Levi, if you go to our homepage, I don't know if you can search the videos. We had a series called Accent Arena. It was me and another teacher. Or if you look up YouTube collaborations, I have a playlist that says YouTube collaborations. Um, where it's basically me and another teacher. We try we give ourselves 30 minutes to learn an accent in a language we don't know, and see who does better. And French was one of the languages that we did. So just a note, because without hearing you, it's hard for me to just on the spot switch into French mode. I need a model to kind of focus on first. Um, for my knowledge, French is a little bit higher. Sorry, no, the top of the throat, maybe even a little bit more towards the lips slightly, for a lot of sounds. Okay. Um, but as you're doing that shifts, like e, you don't want that to happen. Try to keep the e sounds like e and things like that. So trying to maintain the sound as much as possible. Okay. Let's let's try to go from the lips to the nose in terms of placement. So like ooh, can you hear like if I talk like this, it's really nasally. Like ooh, ooh. So that's placement like for instance right here, versus placement by my lips, versus placement back here, all those sounding a little bit different, right? So this is to show the importance of placement, because if your placement's in the wrong spot, it changes the sound a lot. We do have a question about this. Hello, LF. Do you feel a vibration in your throat when you lower the placement? So one thing I do want to make clear when we talk about vibrations, we're not talking about French. We're not talking about French. Sorry, I saw Levy's comment. We're not talking about your vocal cords. Okay, so your vocal cords, when you make voice sounds, are always going to vibrate. So when I say vibration in your throat, you're always going to feel vibration here when you're making vowel sounds. Okay, everyone, because that's how you make vowels. When we talk about placement, it's about where are you projecting from. So like if I do like I don't really feel like a ton of vibrate. Versus if I do now I'm starting to get a little bit more. Okay. So for instance, Levy said I made the fringe. Ooh, oh, I'm so fancy. Um, so if you're doing like an ooh, 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 in fact, you can even watch my lips. Okay, so you can even watch my lips that if they flare out, you can see my lips push out. That's usually a sign that your placement's going to shift here. So like ooh, 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 versus like ooh. The American English one is much, much lower. Okay, so it's all about placement. Okay, because if I shift really far forward, that's going to be natural for some languages. But in American English, if you say ooh, 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 there's no real word that has that sound. The closest thing we have is ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so just kind of watching out for that. We have the great question here like, what are you even doing? What we are doing is we are demonstrating the importance of a concept called placement. Placement refers to, again, where do you produce sounds from when you speak different languages, because every language has a unique placement. We talked about, again, American English has a low placement. You can hear me talking right now. I'm talking like this. If I were to talk like this is me with my placement right here, right around my lips. Or if I talk like this is me with my placement talking through my nose. I'm not really changing lip position. Sorry, another. Appreciate your patience, guys. I'm not really changing my lip position as I do that. The only thing I'm really changing is where am I projecting the sound from. Okay. Hello to Mila. Thank you for stopping by. Emmanuel has asked us to do it with the schwa sound, the Okay. So let's start off with just the American English sound. So the placement for that is like when people are thinking. This is a key sound, by the way. If you're trying to find out the placement for your own language or the placement for a new language you're studying, the sound to start off with oftentimes that the sound people make when they're thinking often reveals where the placement is for your language. Okay. Um, so let's do it with the schwa sound. So I'm gonna start low. So just like that's an American English schwa. Let's sound a little higher. It's like so now I'm top of my throat, back of my mouth, and that's why you're hearing the sound change. It's like Okay. This is one of the reasons why a lot of students struggle with the schwa sound. What's up, Mila? Mila's like, okay, tell me more. Um, Struggle with the schwa sound because the placement creeps high. So instead of doing like a low they're doing like a first language sound, which would be like ah, but American English is more in many cases. Okay, so let's now take that schwa sound up, and now let's send it by my nose, like do you hear it sound my nose? And let's send it down to my lips. Oh, ooh. It's like if I do again, let's do a progression low to American, then let's do it to the lips, like and you can hear as I shift forward and push my lips out, it starts to even become like an ooh sound. Um, okay, so let's do this at a sentence level. And by the way, you can also do one direction we haven't done. We did a lot of up, but we didn't do any down. So for instance, if I do like but ultra low, if I send it to my stomach, it's like you can hear when I talk like this. That's an ultra low placement. It's really, really tight. No one talks like this, usually. Okay. So that's with an ultra low placement. You can also go ultra high. So we did a lot of like high forward, but you can do like high towards like your head. So like this is like really high. Okay. So things like that. And part of the reason we're doing this, guys, I know it feels weird, but I need you to build up awareness of where your placement is. Because if I say, hey, I need you to give me a nasally placement, I need you to talk immediately through your nose. Like, quick, right? Or if I say, put your placement by your lips, I need you to talk like this. I need you to send it by your lips immediately. Or if I say, I need you to have a lower placement, more towards your chest, then I need you to be able to do this, right? LF mentions that in my language, I feel like the placement is more in the middle. I think that's common. I'm going to try to lower it. My throat hurts or gets sore because of the vibration. So let's talk about that. Okay. So, placement, as you're playing around with placement, one of the things you want to be mindful of is that it shouldn't be painful. You know, languages aren't speaking with placements that are painful or uncomfortable. They can feel weird. I'm okay with weird, but it should never be painful. So if you feel like you're ever getting a strain or something like that, something's wrong. Okay, it could be that we're going like when I did the ultra low placement, like when I was like talking like this, that's not right. Should not feel like that. Not the goal. Okay. Probably means if you feel pain, that probably means you're a little too low. The other thing is that you might be too tight. So you're not engaging your diaphragm enough, so you're not getting enough airflow through. Okay, so just kind of watch out for that as well. You need a little bit more air to be moving through your body. Okay, so using engaging the diaphragm, making sure air is coming through. That's another thing too, is that in general, when you use lower placements, or let me rephrase. In general, if you use your diaphragm more, and if you're not sure what your diaphragm is, we have videos that talk about it, but it's an organ right around here that's responsible for your breathing. If you use your diaphragm more, it makes it easier to access lower pitches as well. Okay, so just also kind of paying attention to that. Because if I use a low placement, but I don't really use my diaphragm, it gets really tight. Versus I could be in that same spot, but use my diaphragm and relax my chest area, and now it sounds a lot more open. Okay. Hello to Noman. Thank you for stopping by. As always, good to see you back. Um, we talked about placement exercises. So, like for instance, let's do the opposite. Let's start high, maybe top of throat, back of mouth. Let's use the E sound, just because this is how a lot of languages are pronouncing their E's. So like E, and let's just send that down lower. It's like E. Can you do that? E. I can do the opposite too, like E. E. And again, I'm not really changing any mouth position things as I'm doing this. Okay. So that's just another thing to kind of practice. Placement, again, should not be painful. Should not be painful. All right, guys, I'm going to head out in a moment. My apologies again. I know the connection today wasn't as stable as before. Mahmoud brings up, great to see you, trying to get the right intonation. Just a quick note, when you say intonation, we have to be a little bit careful because intonation refers to the direction of the pitch. So for instance, there's like rising intonations like this. There's falling intonation, this. Um, there's even wavering intonation like this, and things like that. Placement and intonation aren't exactly the same thing, so just kind of be careful. Oh, this is a super important point. I need everyone to pay attention to this. When you do the movements with your hands, it's really helping. 100%. As you practice these things, please get your body involved. Please use your hands. Pronunciation and speech. There's so many studies that make connections between what your body is doing and your speech. Okay, so try to get your whole body involved when you're talking. It really does make it better. It really makes a huge difference. So please do that. Please use your bodies as you're talking. LH clarifying, it's not painful, but I still feel something uncomfortable. It seems it's getting better the more I practice. I'm okay with weird and uncomfortable. I'm not okay with painful. Okay. It's going to feel, it should feel a little strange. If this is new, it should feel strange. If it doesn't feel strange, we're just doing what we've always done our entire lives. Okay. I appreciate that. Cool. I appreciate you saying that. That's so good to hear. And it helps you to sing even better. I don't know if you're an actual singer, if you're a shower singer, but yeah, I mean, also using the diaphragm will help with that too. Um, let's see. What should I do to elevate my breath? When you say elevate your breath, I would need more clarity. What I will say with breath is that you want to make sure you're engaging your diaphragm. Okay. The easiest way to check and see if you're using your diaphragm, we have videos that talk about it, but an easy way to do that is if you take your fists and you kind of press against your ribs right here, okay, right underneath your chest. And if you breathe in and if you breathe out, you get the moving out and then moving in, moving out and moving in, right? So if you're using your diaphragm when you're talking, you're going to get the movement in. So like, now I'm using my diaphragm as I talk, and you can see my fists moving in. You can see them moving this way. Okay. Livy says, I'm about to shower singer. I'm actually close to a studio. Hey, that's what's up. Okay, Livy. Then you already know the importance of using your diaphragm. You already know that because you can't, it's hard to sing without your diaphragm. It's really hard. Who says, can I send a Voca link and listen to my voice? I do have to head out in a moment. If you send a link, we can analyze it. We can take a look at it tomorrow. Okay. I'd be happy to do that tomorrow's stream. All right. So, guys, go crazy. Do those little movement exercises with me that I was able to do through the lag and everything. Okay. Just to build awareness. If nothing else, it's just to build awareness of what placement actually is. So that way, if I say you need to talk through your nose, you can do that. If I say you need to talk through your lips, you can do that. If I say I want you to talk from the top of the back of your throat, right around here, you can do that. Or if I say I need you to talk like this, you can do that. Or if I say you need to talk with a really low placement, you can do that. Okay. All of these things are really important. Okay. So Jod's here. How can I get English? Well, that's a great question, Sajad. What I would say is that the diaphragm is a major key. Facts. Sajad, our whole channel is about that. On our homepage on the channel, you're gonna see something. I think it says the 4-step American accent video book. It's completely free, and it walks through what I believe are the fundamentals to get English. If I'm understanding get English. Also a note, again, the physical book is done with editing. It's going through final things with Amazon. And then it should be out very soon, which is really exciting. So those would be the resources I turn you to. Okay, but the big things are you need to work on placement, like we did today. You need to work on pitch. You need to work on breath. You need to work on consonant sounds. All right, guys, I do need to run, but thank you so much for spending some time with me. There's so many of you. Thanks for being active. It's chats are live streams. Live streams are um, much more fun when other people are also having fun and hanging with you in the chat. So I appreciate that. I'll see you guys later. We have one more stream for the week. We'll be back tomorrow on Friday. Hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, good afternoon. Once more, my name is Jeff. Rhymes with Breath. It's one of the 4 keys to a natural sound. LF mentioning, I didn't even know about placement until I found this channel. That's why I wonder why people from my country, even though they have good accents, still sound like there's something 100%. This is 100% one of the reasons why you can speak clearly, but not sound very natural. I think placement is a huge factor in that. You guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow.